Today I will be working on some trees, hopefully, and hopefully they will turn out fine. As always, you can access the current version of the build by the link that appears in the top left corner of the stream right now. And let's get going. I made a sketch using a plain old pen and paper, and let's see how that works out. I guess I'd like to create a new scene in OpenTunes. Maybe I'll start it again and let's see. Okay. Now, resolution. This is a good question. Let's see. The only thing that I'm kind of thinking about is the width of the strokes. So we will try to go with the with the characters. Let's see, let's try and do this scene. Let's see if I can extract the size. This is not it. Yeah. I'm still a bit new to the software. Let's see. Guess it's in preferences maybe. Okay, maybe it's better idea to come here. This. $256. Okay, so if this character is 256 by 256, we would probably want the trees to be like 3 times the size of the character. So that sounds about right. So let's see. We get so maybe if I get, let's see, 7, let's go with 750. And another thing I want to see is the stroke. What is the width of the stroke? It's max 5 and it's going by the max here, right? Okay. So the stroke is 1 to 5. So we want to preserve that. I'm gonna say new scene. I don't know how to make sure that I'm in the same like project. So let's try it this way. Maybe I watch some tutorials after I'm done here. Okay, so we want 750. 750. Frame rate is fine. Maybe do 25. Well, let's keep it as it is. We don't really care about the camera, I guess. And the scene name 3-1. Maybe I can save it as trees. Now let's create the scene. All right. And let's see. So we want, I like this. Let me see, where is this? Where is this thing here? So I'm gonna dock this stuff here. I don't really like this one. Maybe I can close it. All right. Looks okay. I'm going to create a new level, and I want a raster level. So the best thing, I guess, let me take the draft I made earlier. And put it in here. I can't do that for some reason. Okay. Okay, I can't do this, which is not nice. Let's see what kind of levels we have. We probably want raster level. Okay. And now we can draw here freely, which is nice. This is great. I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. So let's see. Gonna do this. All right. So this is like a short animation. I'm gonna try and export this and save it. So let's see. Render output settings. All right. Output trees render. Okay. So this means that we should have this in our project. Game src assets. OpenTunes. Outputs, no. Okay. So I think it might have chosen a wrong place for this, as I suspected. So it's not here, which I don't like. Okay, is this thing here? No, well, this is this is a quest. Where do I find this stuff? Okay. Okay, I see. So we are actually here. Graphics. And then we are here. And it's working. Okay. Scenes. And then we have this stuff. Okay. So this is cool. So the thing is, I had to I wanted to have everything in one repository. And since I'm working on Windows, I chose the WSL subsystem, like Linux that you can work with on Windows. And so I OpenTunes had some issues with that. So now I ended up with like a copy of the entire folder structure for OpenTunes that I work with in Windows. And then when I want to commit, I just copy over the stuff and make a commit in GitHub. So that's why we are in the Windows subsystem. Okay, so we have the outputs. This is good. Everything is working. Now we can actually go ahead and see if we can bring the tree. Let's try again. For some reason I can't. Okay, so I had to use a select tool. And then this thing kind of does something weird. Oh no, it saved it. It saved it in this frame. And I am not. Okay, now it's working. Okay, it's all I'm asking for, really. So the idea is to have like this bowls that end up being parts of the leafy areas. So let me get the tablet. Okay. Okay, this is going to get some getting used to how to work with this stuff. It's a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie, coming from like the Photoshop kind of like mindset. And apparently I don't really have the layer structure. Looks like it. Maybe come on. Maybe I can. Let's try again. Okay, so it got us. Okay, so we accidentally somehow like screwed this up. I'm going to delete this thing, and I'm going to create a new level. And how do I do that? New level. We want raster. Okay. Okay. And then this, I assume, is going to be spanning in the background. And then here we can draw stuff. Okay. So this is kind of like the layer system. Let's see if we can draw something on top. That would be nice. Okay, so then this thing needs to be here on top. All right. And then I select this. Now I can paint on top. Okay, let's see. And then I'm going to take this bit and scale it. No, I'm in the wrong layer, of course. This thing. All right. Okay. Perfect. Can we lock? Yes, we can lock. And now let's do our business here. For some reason I can't undo the stroke. It's kind of weird. Can I reduce the opacity? Yes. Here? Yeah, perfect. When they say read the manual, I never listen. So I have to suffer. Okay. Size 3. Size 1 to 5, perfect. Okay, so then let's see. So we want kind of like this thing. This, and then we want this ball over here. Something like this. And then we'll do something like this. Okay. And then maybe like a bigger one in the background. And then, so basically there is like a set of branches that is going probably like to the middle. I need to figure out this undo thing. Why does it not let me do my undos? Might be a bug. Well, that's not nice. They should fix that. Like, and even if I'm doing something wrong, it should be straightforward enough to kind of fix it. This is too annoying. If it's a tunes raster level, can I do my undos there? Maybe it's a memory issue. Tools. General. Undo. Changes will take effect next time you run. Okay, let's save, run again. Okay. Okay, now it's working. That's super weird, but I'm glad I got it resolved. Maybe it was because I was kind of running it in admin mode due to other issues I had with it previously. Okay, and let's see. Okay, now we're good. So we want kind of something like this, and then there's some branches that go here, and this is kind of like the base, and then we widen it out, and then we have some crap here. So now I will try to kind of make it a bit nicer. Okay. Probably I want get this thing here like this. Yep. Okay. And then this branch going in a bit deeper. Okay. And then I kind of want to follow the general shape. And then maybe I get better at drawing trees and it will be easier. Okay, and since we have this little thing going on here, like so, it's not bad. Okay. Maybe it would look nicer if I did something like this. Like give it a bit more character. Okay. No. Okay. And then I kind of want to have like smaller chunks. Hmm. The size of the brush changes with the scale of the viewport area. It's kind of stupid. And of course, I'm doing it in OpenToonz only because I want to have it animated. So I decided there is no need to do it in Photoshop because like I still need to get better at navigating OpenToonz anyway. So this might be a good opportunity to do so. All right, maybe the direction of the like leaf bunches is a bit off. It's a bit difficult for me to tell at the moment. Let's see. I'll try to do my best. This doesn't look too bad. Okay. Let's fix this. Oh my god, the size jumped again. Let's try to fix this part. Okay. Uh, Maybe like a root or something like this. I think it's going to be, maybe, like all my thoughts would probably be too premature at this point. Maybe I would need to do some trial and error to get there slowly. Maybe I think I shouldn't like bake in too many types of details. Maybe they should come from other assets scattered on top. Okay. Then let me fix up this little bits. Now, regarding shading, I have no idea what I'm really after. I'm thinking maybe like a hatched pattern or something. Maybe I should animate it first and then decide. So let's see. What do I get here? Okay. Should be kinda subtle. Okay. So maybe like when animating this stuff, maybe I should separate like the trunks from the leaves, and that way I would get way more variations for free. This means that like it will be probably more difficult to get like this nice transition between the branches and the leaves. Can I do it cheaply? Oh, hello. I see you too. uh, that's an interesting question. Can I separate them in a way that looks nice? Maybe. So if I go back and if I screw around with this a little bit, because it would be faster for me to kind of to make sure that I get more animations. Oh my god, this thing is just jumping around. So if I do something like this, okay, I think I understand what I want to do. So instead of having this, I can have, for example, like something like this. And that way, if there is like some branches in the background, they will be visible, and then I can layer them on top of different trunks. And that is what I'm going to do. It's the smart way to go about it. I'm gonna take a quick break and then I'm gonna continue. Okay. See. So let me do that. Let me remove this stuff from here. Okay. And something like this. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I can adjust the size by holding the Alt key. That's why it was kind of like moving around. So this is roughly what I want. Maybe it would have been a better idea to do it in Blender, because that way I could have used some geometry nodes to get like lots of variation, and I won't need AI to do the in-betweening. But we'll see. Still need to make sure the pipeline is comfortable enough to work with. Okay, so this is our first frame. And then here we do changes. And let's hope the AI does its wonderful magic and we can get away with having absolutely no idea how to animate stuff properly. I'm roughly trying to kind of have the same topology. But this is all a learning experience. Up. Okay. So we have this frame and this frame. Delete this stuff, put it here, and put this thing here. So we get onion skin correctly. And then this, yes. Okay, and then I want maybe another frame. And precision is our enemy, I would say. As we want to capture the random nature of the wind. Yeah. So since the leaves are kind of now separated from the trunks, it means that anything could be a trunk. And maybe, someone sneaky can wear the tree leaves as well as bushes, and then we get nice surprises. Very true. Let's put some more artistic strokes and see where it gets us. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we kind of have 3 frames. This looks organic. I like it. Some cleanup. Okay. And then the last frame that's going to bring us back to the beginning. And we are going to do it like this. So, okay. The red one, the okay, so the red one is where we're going from, and the green one is our target. So we kind of want to bring back the general shape so we can transition it to the green. Okay. Beautiful. Now, let's see. Let's remove the onion skin and see how it plays out. We don't need the reference anymore. Okay. This is good. Going to do some minor cleanup. Okay. Now, now we need to render it out, but the question that I have is whether I apply the shading now or whether I wait. Because shading is kind of costly. Takes a sizable amount of effort. So maybe I should put the shading on a different layer. Let's see, raster. And then this don't get mixed up. So maybe I put the shading here. And let's see. So the general idea is that these are balls. So the shading should kind of be respectful of that. So we need to take on this kind of angle. Let's see. And maybe it should be like done in this direction. This looks weird. I don't like this at all. Let's try again. Hmm. It's tricky. It's tricky. I'm not sure I like it. Maybe the issue is that the unevenly placed lines do not look well. Maybe I can try and do some tests in Photoshop. So what if I apply some kind of layer style pattern overlay? Can I have a custom pattern here? Okay, maybe I can do it the other way. Maybe I use it as a mask. See. Okay, it doesn't like the folder, I guess. Does it like this? Maybe I could do it here. That. Okay. I should transition to Krita, because this is a bit ridiculous. It's too slow. And then so how does this look? This looks better. This looks better. But it increases the production cost. And I like the look. I don't like the production cost. Maybe I should just roll with it. Okay, it's not a great way of doing this. See if I can. It's way too slow. So this is one option. Another option is to kind of draw the highlights underneath these pieces. So if I do this, like so. If I find like the general rules for this, it will be much easier. So this is still kind of an exploration phase, and that's why it's tricky, because I have no idea what I want. Let me see if I can apply this first of all, and then if I can bring this back to this part. Okay. I like the way this looks. Let's see if I can I can kind of do it somehow for the rest of the frames. Maybe this is good enough. Let's see. Let's play. Maybe. I'm sure there are some tools for. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, so I'm afraid of going with the cross-hatched pattern because it might be a bit too much. And the lines, basically the issue is that there is like too many frames and I don't have control over the in-between frames because they're going to be done through AI. I could have, if I would have done it in 3D in Blender, then I would get this shading for free because it would have been a three-dimensional figure, a shape. But I don't want to do that because that's too complicated. So this thing is valid, and it's very easy to set up, relatively easy to set up in Blender to do it automatically. But then the setup of the pipeline kind of requires more effort than I would like to put into it. So I'm trying to see if I can do it in a cheap way, so that I can get away with low quality but high quantity. And kind of like low quality, high quantity is kind of the goal. But it seems like what I'm doing now is getting a bit expensive. And I don't like that. However, if I leave the shading like in one place, then it's cheap. It's very cheap. And then I'm not sure how the neural net would react to this. So I want to see what happens if I put this stuff through the neural net, because the neural net is going to probably change up some of the hatching anyway. So if like it would have been very easy to lose the individual lines if I were to go with a conventional hatching method. When I process it with a neural net, it could get mixed up, and then I would have to go through manual fix, which is even more time. So let's see if I can get away with being sloppy. And I am going to... Okay, so this is the output. And it outputs in TIFF. I don't want TIFF. Let's see if I can do PNG. This is preview, output settings. I want PNG. Let's render. So we got our PNGs, and this is how they look. Now I'm going to try and process this stuff. Oh no, it's the wrong one. Okay. No, go away. No, go away. Oh my god. Yes, quit. Okay. And let's see. This should be numbers. So let's rename that stuff. Remove this part, rename. And then let's see the command. Always forget. We want this one. Okay. Yes, yes. And then we want to... Okay, so we want to go here. We want to go here. No. We want to go here. Yes. And then we run this command while putting our images in here. Let's see what happens. I think I mistyped output. Okay. Let's see how horrible this is. Well, okay. So the hatching pattern doesn't move at all. The tree itself kind of moves okay. I think there's too much motion. What we can fix that. It's not too difficult. The hatching pattern is kind of remaining the same. And I don't like that. But then the impact on the final look. Let's see if I can do the background to white. Show background color. Can I do white? Okay. No, it doesn't affect. Okay. So this is not good. I don't like this. I think I know a better solution. So if instead of the hatching pattern, I place dots, I think that would look much better. Let's see. Dots are cheap. I am cheap, so this is perfect. Okay. And I think it could be. Let's see if it's going to mess up with the in-betweening. I wonder if I can make a dotted brush in OpenTools. Texture, that would have been sweet. Raster. Oh, wait. There is something here for lazy people. Oh, alright. Can I control how this thing works? What if I change the size? No. Ah, it's all right. Acne. Well, we'll see how it looks like. I'm not sure if it is going to work at all. I want to explore different ideas. Maybe some are better. Maybe it's disgusting. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. I think this might break the AI. It won't really know what the hell is going on here. And it's fine that the animation is way too dynamic. It might be what would be happening in a windy level or something. So I'm going to keep that and then make an additional one that is kind of less chaotic. Okay. One more. If this is the good shading model, maybe then I can spend some time to add a brush to adding the types of dots I want. And then it would be even easier, faster. I assume those are configurable. Okay. Okay. Render. Yes. Perfect. We don't care for the output. The input. Rename. No, not here. Here, inputs. Okay. Try again. Kind of looks like a soup. It's horrible. What if I remove this stuff and I make this stuff instead? Because then it won't look like a soup. Let's try. Okay. Hmm. I need cheaper way. The dots don't look that good. The hatching is expensive. I want to try. I want to try and draw hatching manually to see how it would look with interpolation. Because chances are it's going to look horrible. And then I just cut the losses and do it without shading. Okay, let's see. Hmm. I'm not sure if this is okay or not. It's definitely a way to do some hatching, but I'm not sure if this looks good or not. Let me maybe import it into OpenTools and then we need prefix add like so, rename, and then where's this browser? Okay, we just can do the following like so, and we see what happens. I think this is fine actually. I think this is kind of okay. Let's see side by side with the game. So if I do a little bit more careful job, this might be fine. Yeah, I think I am going with this. It's the best of both worlds. It's going to allow me to do a lot of facets, and quantity is more important than quality in this particular case. I'm gonna take a little break and continue with this. Okay. So the learnings. First of all, we don't want the tree to be so juggly. And let's see if I can change the juggliness just by adding more frames. So I'm going to do another interpolation. Okay. Let's see the effect of that. We have 30 frames. So we have twice as many frames. Okay, so then this means that first of all, let me remove. Can I just delete this additional? It's it's not very intuitive. Okay, so I think I should go. So this frame and this frame are identical, right? And then there is too much jump here. Way too much jump. So I'm going to amend that. This is too much jump. And then this is fine. I guess this is way too much. Maybe like the inner leaves, they can kind of jump around. I don't know. We want slight movement. Okay. Yes, this is way too much. Way too much. Still too much. I think I should tone this down a bit as well. Okay. Let's try rendering it out like this. And then, okay. Too many frames. Let's try with half the amount of frames. Nope, too much movement. Okay, so then I am going to do it like this. Should be extremely subtle, as it turns out. So I should almost like trace exactly as it is without getting too artsy fartsy about it. And I think I could have used like the wrap tool to kind of move things about, like move things around a bit. But then it feels like it would lose the kind of like the hand-drawn quality probably. Okay, now we do the same thing here. This looks much better, I think. Yes, definitely. I am going to even go ahead and maybe apply some hatching. Maybe this one should be a bit longer. Yeah, a little tight. But yeah, it's a bit hard for me to kind of be rational about this because I've been looking at it for such a long time. No, come on. The shortcuts are completely broken in here. I need to fix this frame as well. No, I need to finish the asset, bring it into the game, and then I can focus on the other things. Because I don't want to return to this particular asset. I want to finish it and then go and do other things. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now back to the hatching. I think this is kind of fine. Let's see if I run it through the neural net. Let's see what happens. So we'll render this. Let's remove the output. Okay. Move it to the input. Apply the naming conventions. And okay. Yes. Okay, we're going to run it at resolution of 2 frames. And then let's see at the let's see the interpolated result. And I think this time it's going to be fine. I think it's okay. Let's see if I can get it back to OpenTunes. So I need to add a prefix, remove the zeros, and then let's pull it into here. Keep the existing. Okay. Let's see what it looks like if we need to do some cleanup. Okay. I wonder if I can center the entire. Maybe I can center like the camera. Would it work? Yes. Okay. Now the next thing before I finish this stuff. Oh, I accidentally added a keyframe. Can I do it without adding the keyframe? So, okay. Since I want the no, I can just place it in the middle. And or maybe I should keep the anchor at the same point. That way it would be easiest. I should do that. Okay. Let's see. This is good. Now I am going to, let's see. I need to first of all apply the background to it. Maybe I should have applied the background here. Probably. So then I will first apply the background here. Where is this thing? What the hell are you doing, man? How do I see? Okay. Where's your color? Here. Okay. Okay. This is not nice. This one is okay. This one is okay. So this one has a gap apparently. Let's identify the gap here. Okay. Now we got this thing going on. We got this thing. One more time, render. Let's try to do this fast. Output to input. Rename the input. No additions. 6 removals. Run. Apply naming convention. Rename. Bring back here. All right. Perfect. And then we want to transform. Put it here. Yes. And then we want to go to the schematics. And I wonder if I can open a separate instance and copy the schematics out of that scene, because I want the outline around it. Okay. Tell me this is possible. It would be so nice. Copy, paste. Of course, it doesn't work. Okay. And so then we have to recreate this manually. So we want one over. Add layer blending over. And we plug the source. We don't really need to do that, but okay. Next, we blur. I suspect, what kind of blur was it? Was it just a regular blur? I think so. Let's see. Okay. Then adjust. It's such a shame I can't copy this thing over. Like it's a bit stupid, or maybe I don't know how, and then I'm stupid. Hmm. I'm gonna Google if I can do that. Copy schematics. Jesus Christ. Nope, too lazy. Faster to recreate. Don't care. We want image adjust levels. Then we want invert and then over. And then over with the original. Okay. Okay, let's see the blur is Let's start with the adjust levels. Okay, so we put first one to 255. First three ones. Levels. And alpha to 10. Let's see what this looks like. It's broken. No, invert does not have parameters, right? So then I think I am doing something wrong. Oh, okay. So this thing is here. This thing is here. And then the invert would work, right? Seems like so, but it doesn't. Okay, but it's not visible here as well. It's because it's white. Am I right? What happens if I render this stuff out? Yes, it's correct. So I just need to reduce the blur to 1 millimeter so it was set up correctly. Yes. Render. Okay. Yes, this is perfect. So we got this thing working, which is very nice. And now we can, so we'll save this project. We'll take this stuff. And let's save it somewhere. Then I fix the namings and such later on. I want to pack this stuff up and make sure I can get it into the game. Okay. We want to force squared. We want an extrusion, right? And then we want to save this as a sprite sheet. And this goes to textures, props. Let's say this is trees. Horrible naming, but we fix that later. And now we jump back into the code finally. And we want to create an animated sprite. Do we have any trees left? We don't. But this is an animated sprite. Do we have any of those? Yes. So we essentially do this. Need to tidy this up later. Create sprite tree. Okay, so we have this function here. We are going to use that. For some reason I couldn't find it, but that's fine. We don't need the tint application. And we start playing from random frame. The anchor doesn't really matter for now. Animation speed. And then we just need to import the terrain props dot common. Let's see, where is the stuff? Props dot trees. Textures props trees. Let's say this for now. And then the sprite tree is going to be this. And the name in question is going to be, we can do it manually for now. Oh, let's see how many frames do we get. 1, 2, so 1 to 17. One to 17. Okay. And the name is trees.00 and 0 here. So this is the sprite sheet. We don't care about the variation. So this is our sprite tree. Everything should work. And now in the grasslands level, we want to add some trees. Let's see if we can do that. This is the hub level. So let's start with the hub level. Let me bring this here. Okay, this is beautiful. Oh, this is some nice work. And now I'm going to... So the trees are still like in the trunks, but trunks are simple. They're not animated. So first of all, let me constrain the trees here so that they are not rendering like anywhere. Just anywhere, okay. There's also too many of the trees. So this is a bit better. Maybe threshold 0.4. Okay, so we are also experiencing an issue with the depth sorting and the depth values, but that is very trivial to fix once we set up the trunks and set up the anchors properly, because the anchors are now kind of screwed a little bit. But this is great progress, and I'm gonna pause it here and pick up next time. So thank you for watching, and thank you everyone who is watching on YouTube. I see you guys next time.